Hi. So for my digital artifact, I want to make a YouTube video, which I've never done before, so it should be a challenge. And I want to do it on the Golden Order and Elden Ring, and more specifically, what their values were, what they represented, and sort of like what their motives are. Is they're kind of mysterious, and you're not exactly sure. Um, so to properly, oh yeah, and maybe I could do a tie-in to something that they might represent in the real world, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to do that. That's sort of just something I think I might do. Um, I want to look at it from three main angles. So first, I want to uncover what their past actions were, as that'll tell me a lot about them, and then I need to determine what the effects of those actions were. Um, Probably mainly bad effects. And then, so I need to determine who their enemies were, who they were warring against, who didn't like them. And then I need to unravel where they gained their power and influence from. So I know a little bit about that just from playing the game over a couple of times, but it's still sort of mysterious to me. So obviously, then I'll be connecting all these elements together, which they do pretty. They connect pretty well, I think. So for one instance, I note the Golden Order gains strength from the Erd tree, though I'm not exactly sure how, and that because of that, they've outlawed fire incantations because fire burns trees, and that this has put them in odds with the Fire Giant faction. So I need to dig a little deeper into this examples. I just have some base knowledge, but that kind of connects the Order's powers, their actions, and their enemies. So that's just one example. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to compile my findings into a YouTube lore video. And this will challenge me, as I've never really made like a YouTube video like this. I'll need to hopefully I'll make gameplay footage of my own. But my TV setup is a little bad. The remote doesn't really work, and it's hard to change to HDMI, and it's really small and doesn't really have the best, look to it. It's kind of old. So we'll see if I'm able to do that. I'd really like to, but if not, I could probably get YouTube footage from other people and get permission and all that. I'll be getting most of my information and conducting most of my research from item descriptions in the game. Elden Ring has like a bunch of items, and each of them have like a kind of in-depth description of some lore. So using those, I can probably put together a good idea. And I'll also be using some in-game dialogue from characters and bosses, as well as visuals in the game, like enemy placement, like maybe some architecture, stuff like that. The world of Elden Ring is like super vast, so I'm probably bound to miss some things. There's tons of little hidden items everywhere, so that'll be a bit of a challenge. But I plan to maybe look at the Elden Ring wiki to find descriptions for items I can't find, and maybe also see what people have to say on Reddit or maybe some other community hub that I am not aware of yet. And then if I get really stuck, I think I'd watch some YouTube lore videos, maybe just to point me in the right direction. But I want to stay away from this because I want to come up with my own conclusions, and they could probably give me some answers that I would rather find on myself. So if I do end up looking at YouTube videos and stuff like that, I'm probably going to try and focus on one very specific topic, like one group of enemies I'm having trouble finding stuff about or something like that. Yeah, this video's running on a little long. Sorry about that. Thank you. I'm excited for my digital artifact.